Yon, welcome guys to our day 3. Um, I'd like to know kung nandito na si Miss Ann, yung may-ari nung Anyami ba yun? Anyami Gourmet. Rose, Miss Rose Ann, ikaw ba yun? O iba yun, ibang Rose Ann. Ikaw ba yung ginawan ko ng tawag dito, ng business portfolio? Let me know in the chat kung ikaw. Okay. Welcome everyone, ito, si Miss Marie, Miss Roseanne, Sir David, Sir Jigs. Not you, okay. So I think it's a different Anne. But let's wait for a couple of minutes. Baka papasok na siya. But if not, I already have an access doon sa kanyang business manager so we can start our demo for tonight. Mas maganda kung nandito siya para at least magkaroon tayo ng overview ng kanyang business. Kung ano tawag dito? Kung ano yung business model ng kanyang page. But it seems like ano siya, gourmet, parang catering if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Second. Asan na yan? Yeah, I think it's a catering services. Tama, catering services. Miss Anne, nandiyan ka ba yung may-ari ng Anyami Gourmet and Catering Services? If nandiyan ka, give us a thumbs up. Kung wala, let's proceed. We still have 1 minute left before we start our day 3, no? So let's have a quick recap. Day 1, we were able to discuss the business setting overview for those of you guys na still boosting a post. Ginagamit pa rin yung kanilang personal ad account. Okay, nalaman natin yung structure ng inyong business portfolio. Day 2, we were able to discuss the different campaign objectives, no? Anong para saan yung mga campaign objectives na meron sa Meta and how Facebook is basically charging you in terms of your budget, no? Naintindihan natin 'yon. And basically Facebook is an auction, or in layman's term it's a bidding wherein both of you or similar of your competitors are actually bidding in the same target audience. So technically, your budget is being served, or your ads are being served to your target audience. And kung kaninong ad yung best that serves the purpose to your target audience wins the auction. And basically, if you win the auction, you'll get a good price or amount, or a good deal with Facebook. Your CPM goes down, the number of impressions goes up. When the impressions goes up, you'll get more inquiries. When you get more inquiries, you will get more sales. And that's the overview of day 2 na pinag-usapan natin kahapon. And day 3, tonight, we're gonna be talking about how to set up your campaigns. So, usually, dapat hindi ko because before yung mga batches, iniisa-isa ko talaga yung bawat campaign setup, but na-realize ko na hindi naman siya kasi gano'n kaimportante yung setup eh. Ma-technical siya, ang dami mong mga pipindutin, but bottom line, kahit anong ganda ng pindot mo dun sa ads manager, 7-day click or 1-day view, attribution setting, CBO versus ABO, manual versus automatic, it doesn't matter eh. Hindi, kahit anong pindutin mo doon, it doesn't matter. If your ad serves the purpose to your target audience, it will work. It will definitely work regardless of the settings na napindot mo. But obviously, there's a proper way of setting it up, and that's what we're gonna talk about tonight. So, Again, without further ado, Miss Anne, yung may-ari ng Yummy, ano ba yan, pangalan to? Yummy Gourmet, nandiyan ka ba? If not, let's proceed. So, I think wala pa dito yung may-ari ng Yummy Gourmet, but okay, so start na natin. Let me just quickly share my screen and let's proceed to our lesson for today. So this is going to be the campaign setup and how you can be able to target your audience, no? So malinis to, ito yung ginawa natin ng day 1. And right now, as far as you can see, the business is catering services. So I would suggest if your business is something or a services, especially luxury items ka or luxury brand, I would want you to optimize for leads, no? Kasi unless otherwise you are selling something na tangible talaga na pwede nilang i-check out sa page mo or pwedeng i-check out doon sa pwede nilang bilhin and ipapa-deliver nila sa kanilang bahay. But for in this case, it's a catering services, you need to optimize for leads. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click create, and this is how I do or create my campaign. So I click leads, continue. And whenever I test my campaigns, I do not use this one, yung nasa taas. I usually use manual leads campaign. Continue. And then let's name this as TOF. TOF means top of the funnel campaign. Or you can also name that as cold campaign. No, first time nila makita yung ad mo or yung ads mo, so you need to name it properly so that alam mo kung para kaninong ad yung tumatakbo. So I usually name it something like this: TOF conversions underscore CTM leads underscore testing. So lahat ng testing campaign ko ng leads, everything na tinetest ko goes here. No, pasok siya lahat dito, hindi ko siya tinetest kung saan-saan, dito ko lang siya tinetest sa isang campaign. So, make sure lang na naka-ABO ka, hindi naka-CBO whenever you test your campaigns. Ito yung sa campaign level, and then you go ahead to the ad set level. Usually, I name this one as PH broad open audience -1, and I will choose a conversion location. If I don't have a website, I'm gonna be choosing it's either instant forms, messenger, or either of these options. Now for now, because ang ibig sabihin pala ng CTM, guys, it's click to message leads, no? CTM stands for click to message, and then pagdating dito, PH broad open audience 1, and then the conversion location will be the messenger. And makikita mo kulay pula yan, ibig sabihin you need to accept the Meta's terms, no? So click mo tong view terms, I agree and to terms and conditions. That's it, mawawala yung kulay pula na yan. Yan, nawala na siya. And then budget, wow, 32,000. So I usually use the 100 peso budget for testing. And then I'm gonna select January 20, the following day at 12 midnight. Why 12 midnight? Because we want to spread out our budget throughout the day. Okay, in the dito sa baba sa audience or dun sa target audience natin, I'm not gonna be doing anything here. It's just an open audience. We let the Facebook find the best audience for our ads. Okay, then I'm gonna head over dito sa ad level, and then I'm gonna type in, I created an image already. Galing din sa page nila to. So I usually name my ads IMG1 kapag image ang ginamit ko, vid1 kapag video naman yung ginamit ko. Okay? So kapag nilalagyan ko lang usually C1, H1, that's copy 1, headline 1. No, image 1, copy 1, headline 1. And then nire-remove ko to. Setup creative, image ad, media, and then I'm gonna upload. go ahead sa desktop kung saan nakalagay and then pasok ko to. So, yung mga sizes ng kanyang ng kanyang image hindi siya pare-pareho 1440 by 2560. So, ginamit ko is 1080 by 1080. No? So, and then I'm gonna head over to next. If you can also create a 9 by 16 na vertical image, no, so that it would fit doon sa stories and reels, no? So ito na siya. So I can still select original, but there will be ang tawag dito, may spaces dito, may spacing na lalabas. So let's just select 9 by 16. Okay, and this one. So and then click next, and then click done. And you must have a verified phone number associated with your ad. Ito na problema. Nandiyan na ba si Miss Anne? Nandiyan ka na ba, Miss Anne? Kasi kailangan ko yung number mo dito. We need to verify your number. If wala, yun ang problema natin. Teka. Wala naman yung ano. Let's see if we can publish this ad. Wait lang without the number verification. Try ko muna so test and test. Tingnan natin kung mapapublish. Create new. By the way guys, dun sa template, I usually go to advanced and kailangan proper naming convention din to. So broad chat flow 1.0. Okay, ibig sabihin nun, ito yung gamit ko sa lahat ng broad open audience ko. Okay, so gawin muna natin yung template name na yan, and then sa content, just for the sake of this demo, I'd like to know if we can publish this ad so that hindi na natin aksayahin yung time natin mag-create ng mga welcome message, etc. So let's try. See kung papasok. Ito. Hingihan kayo ng privacy policy, but if you don't have a web page or a website, all you need to do is to go to your Facebook page. Okay? And then let's switch this one, see all profiles. And ano yan? Anyami. Ito, Anyami. And then website kay Miss Anne. Switch natin yan. And then we will click this one. Use page. And then kukunin natin tong URL sa taas. No? Copy. Go back and then paste it here. Yan ang muna yung privacy policy natin. Yan. Yung mga technique na malapit muna. Okay, and then save. Got it. Let's see kung mapapublish natin to without Miss Anne's phone number. But I don't think so kung mapapublish natin. Refresh ko lang. Okay. Let me just quickly, ayun, hindi natin talaga mapapublish kasi wala si Miss Anne ngayon. I'm gonna try to have a different business portfolio. Let me just quickly find another one na pwede nating matest. 1 second. I think we can use my ad account na lang para mas okay. So live. Ito na muna. Yung isang ad account ko muna. Okay. So, eto. Switch muna ako kasi wala si Miss Ann dito. And then, para makita nyo din yung account ko mismo na ginagamit. This is a test campaign. Bago lang siya. So, may nakikita na kayo dito dahil I have run a couple of campaigns already. So, let's do it from scratch. I'm gonna use leads because I am selling a property. No? I'm also a real estate agent, by the way, guys. So I'm gonna select manual leads campaign, continue. I'm gonna do it again from the scratch. Okay. Conversions. CTM leads testing. Okay. And then Messenger. I'm gonna use open audience -1. And then I'm gonna put 100 pesos, January 20, 12 midnight. And wala na akong gagalawin dito. That's it. And then I'm gonna go ahead sa new leads na dun sa ad level, and then whatever I'm gonna use, let's say image 1, C1, H1. Okay, and then remove ko lang to. Setup creative, image ad, media, and let's choose an image. Let's say ito lang muna, no? Yung namamangka. Ayan. So for the sake of this demo. Okay, done. The ultimate the first goal or yung first objective mo dapat is to grab your audience attention. So when you select an image, it should be something na native sa platform, something na native sa Facebook newsfeed, na kapag nakita nila as if it's just like a post of their friends, not an ad that speaks about your products or services na parang in your face, nagbebenta ako. Alam mo yun? So, ito, one of the image na pwede kong gamitin na wala lang, namamangka lang ako, and then they'll be curious to ang tawag dito, to read my text, yung primary text. Ano ba tong ano to, ba't may hawak siyang ano, parang nagkakayaking lang siya. Tapos syempre, they will be curious kung ano yung ino-offer ko. Meron ako nagawa ditong mga template, but let's see if lalabas siya. Teka muna. Kunin ko muna yung previous copy ko. Ito. Ito. Yung mga real estate agent dito, may magkakaroon na kayo ng idea kung paano ko gumawa ng ads sa sa real estate campaigns ko. Ayan. So, this is an exact ads na nirarun ko. Yan. So, ayan. So, ayan. Kabayan, kumusta ang life goals mo? Sabi mo 2 taon ka lang sa abroad, pero ngayon ilang balik ka na dyan at parang hindi mo pa rin makita kung saan napunta yung pinaghirapan mo. So, notice na itong unang sentence ko sa taas, it should be very compelling doon sa target audience mo. I-zoom ko para mas makita nyo. Ito, yung banda na to. Ba't tayo mag-zoom? Ayun. Ay, minus pala yung kiniklik ko. Ayan. Pansinin nyo guys, ang una kasing makikita ng audience mo is yung first line nung ad mo. Ayan o. Ayan o. Kabayan, kumusta ang life goals mo? Sabi mo 2 taon ka lang dito sa abroad. So this should be compelling enough for them to click the see more button or yung see more na anong tawag dito na option. Okay, kailangan swak to spark their curiosity to read your text. Okay? And then dito sa chat in Messenger, we can change it to something like sabi mo 2 taon ka lang sa abroad. Ngayon, kung yung audience ko ay nabasa to, it will spark their curiosity to what? Inquire, to send a message. And message template, create new. No, I believe meron ako na-create dito, but we can create new. Let me just quickly Ano to? Bawasan ko lang. Sobrang laki. Tayo. Control minus. Pa tayo? Shift minus. Bahala ka nga. Ayaw. So, ayan. Yun, nininame ko ng broad chat flow 1.0. And then, punta ko sa content, welcome message, and it's up to you kung anong mga questions ang tatanungin mo dito. But usually, ang pinaka-importanting question dito is yung mobile number and email address. So I usually remove the city and I put question ng phone number. What is your phone number? Do not allow them to skip answer validation. Uncheck. Okay? Minsan nilalagyan ko pa dito, what is your correct phone number? Okay, and then add another question, user information, email. Do not allow them to skip answer validation. What is your correct email address? Minsan kasi kung ano-anong email address lang yung nilalagay. Ayan. Tapos, maglalabas yun dito yung kanilang mobile number and email address automatically. They just need to select it and they'll be, yung sequence is magpa-fire na siya. Completion message, you can modify this one. Thanks for answering your questions. We'll contact you as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Disqualification message, it looks good. Privacy policy. Ayun, same thing. Pupunta lang ako dun sa page ko. Yun naman ang kukunin ko as anong tawag dito? URL as ayan. Although meron akong landing page para dito, ito muna ipapakita ko sa iyo kasi makaramihan dito sa inyo wala pa namang website. Ayan. And then save. Got it. Yan, meron na. And then publish. Okay. Refresh. You can either close here dito sa top left or you can click close dyan sa baba. Yan. Okay, and ba't ayaw nitong lumiit? Yan, lumiit na siya. Yan. So, makikita nyo dito, meron akong different results. Merong website leads, merong Facebook leads, merong post engagement, Facebook leads, website lead, etc. etc. So, in these two campaigns, kaya mapapansin nyo dito, LP, I name it LP because I'm using landing page for this one. Landing page leads and message leads. No, CTM leads testing. Yung naka-schedule na siya ngayon. Okay? Again, there are different conversion locations kapag nag-run ka ng lead generation campaign. If you head over to the ad set level, merong different conversion location, merong website in calls, instant forms. Ang ginamit natin tonight is Messenger. You can also combine instant forms and Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, calls, and app. So, yun po yung anong tawag dito? Different conversion locations. Sir David, nagbe-base ka din ba sa ROAS? Yes. But we're gonna be talking about ROAS on day 5, not tonight. Okay? Coach, if we have both LP and CTM, should we run both? Yes. I would suggest you run both if you have an extra budget for both campaigns. Because technically, if you run another campaign, it would require another budget. Okay? So right now, I am testing for the LP leads testing for 100 peso budget. Makikita mo dito. This is how I name my campaigns. UAE, all interest stack 1, stack 2, stack 3. Ibig sabihin na stack audience na yan per ad set, and then so on and so forth. So makikita mo dito yung ad set 1 ko. If I were to go for lifetime maximum campaign setup, makikita mo dito na patay na tong ad sets na to. Bakit ko siya pinatay? Ang consideration ko is dapat magkaroon siya ng 1,000 to 1,500 impressions. If I were to look at the number of impressions, let me just quickly move and find the impression. Ito, impressions. Itabi ko dun sa reach. No, pag-aaralan natin to day 4, yung different Facebook ads metrics. So, makikita nyo dito, website lead, 0. No, naka-maximum na to. But, pansinin nyo yung impressions ko. 1,050 yung reach, 1,362 yung impressions. Bakit ko siya pinatay? Because I was able to reach or to acquire 1,000 impressions already. And mind you, nung napag-usapan natin or yung lesson natin kahapon, anong unang charge ni Facebook? Ang unang charge ni Facebook is CPM or yung cost per 1,000 impressions. So ngayon, naka 1,000 na impressions na ako. Ibig sabihin nun, naka-spread out na yung budget ko to 1,000 impressions. So minsan, pinapaabot ko ng 1,500 impressions yan bago ko patayin yung ad set. But hindi ko na inantay ng anong nangyari? Hindi ko na inantay na umabot ng 1,500 impressions, kinil ko na siya, and I proceed to the next test, which is the ad set 2. And then makikita mo dito na reach ko na yung 1,430, ito naman naabot ko na yung 1,938 impressions, walang lead na pumasok, pinatay ko siya ulit. This one, mayroong 15 leads na pumasok, nakakuha ko ng 12,000 impressions, niretire ko muna siya because I give way doon sa other ad sets na tinest ko ulit para hindi dumagdag doon sa budget ko na tinetest because I'm already testing 500 peso budget per day. So makikita mo dito, 5 ad sets to. Well, technically, if I spend 100 pesos per ad set, that's 500 pesos per day, daily budget. Okay, gets? Now, let's proceed dito sa anong tawag dito? May mga questions yata tayo dito. Paano sir pag walang landing page? Ito po yung ginagawa natin, Sir Lawrence. Wala po tayong landing page ngayon. This is the exact campaign setup na ginagawa ko ngayon dahil wala tayong landing page. Okay? One campaign, 2 or more creatives possible, right? Pwede naman, Sir David, but since 100 pesos yung binabudget natin, I would suggest one ad set. One ad set for 100 peso budget and one ad creative. No? Because we want to gusto ko masolo niya yung budget ko. Nung ad na to. Gusto ko siya lang, wala siyang kaagaw. Okay, dahil 100 pesos lang naman yan. Okay? So, let's proceed dito sa pangalawang setup, which is yung Sir David, naglalagay ka din ba ng interest, sir? Yes. So, hindi pa tapos to. Anong tawag dito? Conversion CTM leads testing, di ba? Kanina is broad open audience. Wala tayong sinelect. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna duplicate this ad set, original campaign, and duplicate. Delete ko na lang to later on. And then, instead na broad open audience -1, I'm gonna go ahead. So, hindi ko na papalitan yung date and time, no? Dahil na-set na natin kanina, dinuplicate ko na lang kasi yung ad set. This time, I'm gonna go for switch to original audience options. Use original audience. And then this time, I'm gonna select a different or a detailed targeting option. So let's say, for example, I'm gonna, kapag nagte-test pala ako, guys, tinatanggal ko to. Ina-uncheck ko tong advantage detailed targeting. Nire-remove ko yan. Tapos, I'm gonna select, let's say, for example, ayan, Master Mariner, mga OFW, mga Marino, ayan. Browse, let's say, Able Seaman, Third Mate, mga ganyan, okay. So, tapos, I'm gonna name this ad set as Seafarer. Seafarer. Yan. Okay, and then obviously kung meron pa akong nilagay na age bracket dito, then lalagay ko yung age bracket doon. Pero since nagte-test pa lang naman ako, I want Facebook to distribute my budget to all age range, then I'm just gonna leave it for now. Na ganun lang. Then, pagdating dito sa add level, what I'm gonna do para magkaroon siya ng distinction nung template ko, no? It's either lalagyan ko ng emoji yung welcome message ko. I'm just gonna duplicate this one, and then dun sa advanced, papalitan ko to ng interest chat flow 1.0. And then I'm gonna go back here sa content. Yung welcome message ko, lalagyan ko siya ng emoji. Okay, ito yan. Naka-smiley na emoji lang. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna click save and finish. So anong pagkakaiba ng dalawa? Emoji lang. Bakit? Para malaman ko kung kaninong chat flow siya galing. Pag nag-reply yung pag nag-opt-in yung user doon sa ads ko, alam ko kaagad na itong inquiry na to galing doon sa interest-based na targeting. Sometimes, ang ginagawa ko dito is pupunta ako dito sa Pili app, Facebook symbols. Okay, i-click ko to, and then hanapin ko tong emoji, ito, yung smiley. And then babalik ako dito, pupunta ako dito sa ad set level, tapos lalagyan ko dito ng emoji sa una. Okay? And then I'm gonna click publish. Para alam ko, yun yung identifier ko na sinet up doon sa ad set na yon. Ibig sabihin, yung chat flow nun is using this emoji. Pag bumalik ako sa Messenger at tinignan ko doon sa ad set ko, alam ko kung kaninong ad set siya galing. Okay, pag-aaralan natin yan tomorrow, anong tawag dito doon sa session natin tomorrow, kung paano mo siya matatrack. Okay? So, that's for lead generation campaign. And then for, anong tawag dito, for sales campaign, na kahit wala ka pang website, I'm just gonna click create, go for sales, continue, and then manual sales campaign, continue. Mamaya ko na guys, sasagutin yung mga tanong para isahan na lang, para at least matapos natin to. TOF, conversions, CTM, sales, testing. Kung kanina, leads, ngayon naman, sales ang gagamitin ko. Then, head over to the ad set level. Instead na website, ang conversion location, I'm gonna go for messaging apps. And then, I'm gonna go for budget 100 pesos. And then January 20, 12 midnight. And then, ganun pa rin. Lalagyan ko rin tong naming convention na to, PH Broad Open Audience -1. Tapos yun, wala akong gagalawin dito. Punta na ako sa ad level ko. And then, image 1, C1, H1. Tulong ko lang to. And then, setup creative, image ad, media. Tapos, gamitin ko tong picture na to grab attention. Again, ang purpose ng image mo guys, ang purpose ng image na gagamitin nyo is to grab attention. No, yun yung unang objective ng ad nyo dapat. Mag-grab muna yung attention. So, click next. And then, done. And the same thing. Duplicate ko lang to para hindi na ako mag-navigate ulit. No? Balik ako dun sa ginawa kong close ko muna to. Balik ako dun sa na-publish ko, kukunin ko na yung same copy. No? Dito. Add level. Edit. Tapos kunin ko tong same copy. Primary text. And headline. Okay? Lagay ko dito and then, oops. Paste. Tapos, dito sa conversation, you can modify based on your industry. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna use the the existing one, and let's see if we can publish this one. Publish. Yan, publish na. And same thing yung gagawin natin. I-duplicate natin yung ad set. No? Dahil ito broad open audience 1, duplicate. Duplicate. Ngayon, switch to original audience options, use original audience, and then you create or you put interest or demographics targeting. So hindi na natin to gagawin kasi ginawa ko na dun sa kabila nung una. So I think you have the idea on how to set it up. Now, yung campaign setup again guys is very anong tawag dito? Hindi siya ganun ka-importante para sa akin. No? If you know how to set up the campaign, sundin nyo lang kung ano yung ginawa ko. You divide your campaign into 2 campaigns. One cold campaign and warm campaign. When you say warm campaign, ito yung retargeting campaigns. No? Yung TOF, that's a cold campaign. That's the first time your ads will be seeing yung ads mo makikita ng users for the first time. So, gagawa tayo ng pakita ko naman sa inyo paano gumawa ng custom audience. So all you need to do is to head over sa all tools and click mo yung audiences. Nakagawa na ako dito ng custom audiences. Pakita ko lang din sa inyo saan nyo pupuntahan yan. Ito na yung mga nagawa ko. Usually, hindi ko na pinapakomplikado yung mga bagay-bagay. Ito lang ginawa ko. All website visitors, everyone who engaged with my Facebook page, and video through plays in the past 365 days. Wala kasi akong IG, so wala kayong makikitang IG dito. So, but how to do it? Create audience, custom audience. If you have a website, head over here, click next, and then audience retention, I usually go for 180 na agad. Maximum is 180. Pag ginalagay mo to ng 181, maximum na yan, value must be 180. So, pag ginawa mong 181, yan, mag-error yan. So, minamax ko na agad yon 180. And then, I put all website visitors. 180. Yon. And then, create audience. Hindi ko na create to kasi nakagawa na ako. The next thing that I'm gonna do is create audience, custom audience, and then Facebook page. Next, hanapin ko yung Facebook page ko, live. Yan. Tapos, everyone who engaged with my page in the past 365, and then I'm gonna name it, everyone who engaged FB 365, and that's it. Makikita nyo, simple lang, hindi ko na pinapa-complicate. Minsan, yung iba gumagawa pa ng last 7 days, 14 days, 60 days, 90 days. Ako wala na. Diretso 365 sa page, 180 for the website visitors, and video through plays 365. That's it. So my Facebook, kung merong Instagram account ako, then I'm gonna create everyone who engaged IG in the past 365 days. That's it. And then I'm gonna head over doon sa campaign setup, create. And then, same thing, if I'm optimizing for leads, pupunta ako sa leads, continue, manual leads campaign, continue. Pagdating ko dito sa ad set level, select the conversion locations to Messenger. Importante. Ito, kahit na hindi mo na to schedule. Lagyan ko ng 100 peso budget dito. Kahit na hindi ko na-schedule to, okay lang yon kasi defined naman na yung audience mo. What I'm gonna do is to click switch to original audience options, use original audience, and then pupunta ako ngayon sa custom audience, kiklik ko dito, nandoon na yung custom audience na ginawa ko. All video through plays, everyone who engaged with my Facebook page, all website visitors. That's it. Okay, select mo lang yon. Select, and make sure na i-uncheck mo tong advantage custom audience. Kapag ka nagre-retargeting ka gamit yung custom audience na ginawa mo, i-uncheck mo yan kasi mag-i-expand yan pag naka-check yan. Okay, and then you create a retargeting ad different from your top of the funnel na ad or yung cold audience na campaign setup. Okay? Sagutin natin yung mga tanong dito. Wait lang. Ilang targeting ba dapat ang need? Sagutin ko muna isa-isa yung nasa taas. Paano ganito ang result and impressions need ba na ba siya i-off? Anong tawag dito? Sino to? Si Miss Marie. Miss Marie, masasagot yung tanong mo na yan by day 4 or day 5. No, kasi right now, hindi pa natin alam kung magkano yung willing kang i-bid. No? Need ko malaman kung anong industry mo, magkano yung willing kang i-bid for me to be able to answer your question. No, na itong screenshot mo na to. Right now, my apologies, hindi ko muna siya masasagot. Sasagutin ko yan on day 4 or day 5. No, if makaka-attend ka by day 4 or day 5, mas maganda para masagot ko yung tanong mo. How much are you willing to bid for every action doon kay Meta? Kailangan mo malaman yon. Kapag hindi mo alam yon, hindi mo alam yung metrics na sinusundan mo. Okay? So, standby mo muna tong tanong mo, Miss Marie. Sasagutin ko yan on day 5. Ilang targeting ba dapat ang need, Miss Janet? Preferably wag kang bababa sa 2 million na audience size. 2 to 10 million na audience size ang suggested ko. But if you are targeting a very specific location, let's say Cavite lang or Pampanga lang, so hindi mo kayang abutin yung 2 million na audience size. So okay lang yun kahit na mababa sa 2 million. Kung defined yung geo-targeting mo or yung geolocation mo. Okay, but preferably 2 to 10 million yung audience size mo or mas malaki. Why? Because kapag nag-test ka ng campaign at nakakuha ka ng winning combination, tapos maliit yung audience size mo, paano mo siya i-scale? 'Di ba? So, let's say you have a 300,000 na audience size. Tapos you spend a 100 peso budget and after 3 weeks or 1 month, gumanda yung results. Ibig sabihin, gusto mo na mag-scale to 1,000 peso budget to 5,000 peso budget. Paano mo siya i-scale? Maliit yung audience size mo. So I'd rather want to test a broad o mas malaking interest-based or demographics-based targeting or broad open audience, walang interest at all. So that whenever I scale my campaigns, I have enough wiggle room to serve my budget to a larger number of audience. Make sense, Ms. Jeanette? Na-try ko na rin yung LLA method or lookalike. Na-try mo na ba din yung LLA method or lookalike audience? Yes, Sir David. Right now, hindi ko na siya masyadong pinag-aaksayan ng panahon yung lookalike audience. Bakit? Kasi tingnan mo, if you have 57 million estimated na audience size nung interest-based na yon, let's hypothetically say na nag-work. Ibig sabihin may winning ad combination ka nung ads mo, no? And then let's swapin 57 million yung estimated na audience size noon, nag-work siya. Ang budget ko lang naman, let's say nasa 1,000 pesos per day. Yung 1,000 pesos per day na yun, ang masiserve lang noon, only a percentage of 57 million na audience size. If I increase my budget to 5,000 pesos per day, hindi ko mako-cover yung 57 million doon sa 5,000 pesos ko na budget. Even if I spend 50,000 per day, only a percentage of that, 57 million, ang mako-cover ng budget ko. So why do I need to spend so much time on testing lookalike audience? Hindi ko pa nga nasi-serve yung 57 million dun sa budget ko eh. Nagets mo yung point? And like a couple of months ago, tinry ko ulit. Sabi ko, try ko nga ulit tong lookalike audience na to kung kumusta ba to. Na-find out ko na mahal. Yung other ad sets, similar doon sa existing campaign ko, and halos karamihan ng ad sets na galing dun sa original na winning ad set combination ko and winning ad combination ko, mas mahal pa yung cost. So I stopped using lookalike audience and focus on the existing audience na meron ako na 57 million, and then I keep on adding budget so that I can serve the rest of that estimated audience size ng budget ko. Make sense? But I'm not saying na do not use lookalike audience. Na wala akong sinasabing gano'n. You can still test and verify. Dito sa Facebook ads, may tinatawag tayong ABT, always be testing. Test and verify. Do not assume na ito ay may mag-work, ito ay hindi mag-work. Most of the time, yung sinasabi mong pangit na ad, yun yung nag-work. Most of the time, yung sinasabi mong magandang ad, yun ang hindi nag-work. Okay? So, hopefully, nasagot ko yung tanong mo, Sir David. Sir Miguel, as a good practice, always ba dapat retargeting campaign, real estate US, tapos 6 months na po ang campaign? How about budget distribution versus retargeting? I would suggest 80% of your budget goes to TOF campaign or yung cold audience targeting, 20% goes to retargeting campaigns, or at least 70-30 or 80-20 budget distribution, Sir Miguel. Hindi na ako nag-BBOF or yung bottom of the funnel. I only create 2 campaigns. One cold and one warm. That's it. And then ang nilalagay ko na lang dun sa warm campaign, ini-exclude ko na lang yung mga previous customers. Yun na yun. Wala nang BOF. Iba ba dapat ang top of the funnel and retargeting? Yes, dapat magkahiwalay siya ng campaign setup. Okay, Miss Marie, car sales po. Sir Lawrence, malaki ba chances makakuha ng leads pag 1K per week? Ang ads mo lalo pag property or business? Depende po sa cost mo, Sir Lawrence. Yes, malaking chance na makakuha ka ng mas maraming leads. Depende sa cost na chino-charge sa'yo ni Facebook. Kasi pwedeng mangyari, pareho tayo ng 1,000 na budget na ang ini-spend, pero ang CPM ko, 700 pesos, ang CPM mo, 250 pesos. Mas marami kang makukuha ng leads over sa akin. Even though we have the same budget. Make sense, Sir Lawrence? Ulitin ko, pareho tayo ng 1,000 na budget na ni-spend per day. Ang chino-charge sa akin ni Facebook na CPM is 700 pesos. Ikaw, ang chino-charge lang sa ni Facebook is 250 pesos. So technically, you win the auction. Mas mura mo binabayaran yung per 1,000 impressions, mas mahal ako. So mas maliit yung impressions na nakukuha ko as compared dun sa'yo. Mas marami kang impressions, so technically, mas marami kang inquiries. Ganun po yun. Okay? Ano po mas magandang gamiting agad sa ads? Leads conversion ba or engagement muna? You can test both. Again, Sir Lawrence, never assume, always test and verify. But preferably lead generation. Coach curious, example, I am selling 20 million townhomes in US. Will you still do an open audience targeting if you are a strategist? Yes. If I'm testing, I will create 2 ad sets, one open, one defined. When I say defined, alam mo yung interest, alam mo yung demographics, yun yung ilalagay mo mga ano doon. So, dalawa. And then see which of them works best. Okay? Again, always test and verify. Dapat ba naka-whole Philippines talaga ang target place? Depende, Miss Marie. Kung restaurant ka, tapos ang location mo is Bulacan, and you want to serve your market sa Bulacan audience, then by all means, select the geo-targeting location, Bulacan. Alam nga namang all over Philippines mo yun, tapos tinatamaan ng ads mo sa Zamboanga, yung restaurant mo nasa Bulacan. It doesn't make sense. Okay? So, depende dun sa business model mo. Kung halimbawang Metro Manila naman yan, so you can still expand your targeting to nearby provinces. Bulacan, Cavite, Tagaytay, Nueva Ecija, Pampanga, Tarlac. Kung nasa Metro Manila yung business mo. So, pwede mong i-extend yon from Metro Manila, including nearby provinces. Pwede yon. Why coach? Why no BOF? Sir Jigs? Kasi, I find it, nag-o-overlap yung audience. No? Nag-o-overlap yung MOF tsaka BOF. Before that was the setup, especially sa e-com. I mean, there are e-com guys na doing it, still doing it. Meron pa rin silang BOF. But ako, hindi ko na siya pinag-aaksaya ng panahon yung BOF. Why? Because skewed ang data ni Facebook in terms of pixel. Yung pixel data, hindi siya accurate. Even if you targeted or you created a custom audience based on the 7-day period, hindi yon accurate yung data nun. Even those with 14-day period, 60-day period, hindi siya accurate. Okay, so I'd rather create a campaign to simplify everything, top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and dun sa middle of the funnel, kung meron kang email list ng mga existing customers mo, just exclude them inside the MOF. That's it. Okay? Iba ba dapat ang ad material ng cold? Yes. Preferably, iba doon sa MOF. Okay? CPM 326, impression 61. Miss Jeanette, ang cost per 1,000 impressions dito sa Pilipinas is ranging between 250 pesos to 350 pesos. Pasok naman yung CPM mo, nasa average ka naman. Okay? Ilan days ang testing mo, sir? 3 days minimum tolerance, 5 to 7 days maximum tolerance. Last question, sir. Do you still use Traffic Optimize for clicks campaign? Hindi. Ginagamit ko yung traffic kung i-send ko sila sa Instagram account ko. Okay? Gagamitin ko lang yung traffic kung wala akong website. Tapos sa Instagram profile ko sila dadalhin. Sir, nagpapatay ka ba ng ads or diretso na yun? And how do you scale? Diretso yun, 24/7. Hindi ako nagpapatay ng ads. Nagpapatay lang ako ng ads nung December. Kasi sobrang taas ng cost nung December kaya nagpatay ako ng ads. Ano po average cost per meal sa US po? Average cost per meal sa US is between $15 to $25 across all industries. Pero meron ka mga industries dyan na it will be charging you about $30 to $50. Depende dun sa kung competitive yung audience size na yan, yung audience na yan. Hanggang magkano pinakamataas mo budget sa ads? Depende. Right now, meron akong local client. We are spending 180,000 per day. Yung local client ko. Pesos. 180,000 pesos per day. So, it can go as high as for as long as I'm getting the anong tawag dito? The ROAS or the ROI. Nag-start lang din kami sa 100 pesos. How do you scale if winning ng ad campaign? There are two ways to scale. Incremental budget. You increase 20% of the budget. Let's say 1,000 pesos, yung original budget mo, you increase 20% of that. So 1,000 times 20%, 1,200 if I'm not mistaken. 1,000 times 20%, ayun, 1,200. So yun yung i-increase mo. Meron ding horizontal scaling, but nasa ano na siya? Nasa advanced lessons. Okay? Miss Jeanette, sa message template, sir, kahit mag-create na new ako, use existing template, hindi ko na siya ma-edit, still loading. You just duplicate it, Miss Jeanette, yung existing template mo. Duplicate and make the changes. Okay, ganito gawin mo. Share. Ganito gawin mo, punta ka sa add level and then click mo 'to and then duplicate. Duplicate, then make the changes. At dito sa advance, palitan mo na lang 'tong naming convention mo. Tsaka ka mag-create ng bagong setup. Okay? Ah, may masa-suggest ka ba ng AI chatbot pang CTM? Madami diyan, ManyChat, meron kang yung kay Coach Braille puwede rin 'yun. Coach Braille Abduhan puwede rin 'yan. ManyChat, Botcake, Webcake, Extreme Success ni Coach Braille. So, yung mga ano na 'yan, yung mga bot na 'yan, it's just a tool. Pero it doesn't necessarily mean na meron kang tool na gano'n, eh, dadami na yung benta mo. When po magdadagdag ng budget? Preferably morning, pero sometimes, I do it any time of the day. Kung kaya mo siya morning, 'di morning ka magdagdag. Sa testing campaign with broad audience and 3 more ads, do you kill ads that have low impressions or need ba bigyan ng chance? You need mo siya bigyan ng chance, Miss Chris. That's why I wait for at least 1,000 to 1,500 impressions. Unless otherwise, Miss Chris, is 'pag tinignan ko yung CPM sobrang mahal, papatayin ko na talaga yun, okey? 'Di ba sabi ko sa'yo 200 between ₱250 to ₱350 ang average CPM sa Pilipinas. Pero 'pag nakita kong ₱700 yung CPM niyan, patayin ko na yan. Kasi aabutin ng 2 linggo yan bago magkaroon ng 1,500 impressions kung gano'n ka-ano, kung gano'n kamahal yung CPM. Mark Jan San Jose, hindi ko masasagot yung screenshot mo, masasagot ko yan by day 5. You're the best coach. Salamat po. Do you use CBO po? Yes, sa scaling campaign. Okay, ano mas good, lifetime budget or daily budget? I prefer daily budget. Do not use lifetime budget. Okay, daily budget. Okay, may mga videos ako diyan sa page ko. You can watch it. Alright. Guys, meron ding training dito sa ano, sa website, go to digitalhomey.net, how to create better copy or compelling ad copy. Punta kayo sa forum. Type nyo lang dito, persuasive, yung keyword na persuasive, click nyo lang 'to. And then, ito panoorin niyo 'to, Persuasive AI Copywriting, How to Integrate AI to Create Effective and Humanized Copy or Content. So, I'm gonna send it over here sa chat para magkaroon kayo ng training about creating the best humanized copy as possible. Coach, why image over video ad created pero may mga ads mo video, 'di ba? Like yung wag kang magtataka. I use both, Sir Jigs. I use both image and video. But I keep the ones na nagpe-perform. Okay? Kinikip ko yung mga nagpe-perform and pinapatay ko yung mga hindi. Kaya madalas mo makakita ng video kasi yun yung mga nagpe-perform. Okay? Pero may mga ads pa rin ako na image ang ginagamit ko. Pakita ko sa inyo para makita mo. Ano ba yan? Ito, wait lang ah. Ito, image ang gamit ko dito. Wait lang. Naghang na yung PC ko. Inano ko lang, pinilter ko lang para hindi nyo makita lahat ng campaigns na tumatakbo. Ayan. So, ito yung sa warm audience ko, pag pumunta ka dito sa ad set level, ito. Ayun, may mga image ako dito na tumatakbo. Ayan. So, may isang video dito, and then may isang image, puro image sa mga, and the rest puro videos. May mga image din na lumalabas doon. So guys, ganito lang, no? Bago natin tapusin yung training tonight, spend 90% of your time creating your ad copy and creating the best ad to use dun sa campaigns ninyo. Do not spend so much time on tinkering the ads manager, and do not, anong tawag dito, wag niyong gagalawin or kung mag-i-experiment kayo doon sa test campaign niyo, yung existing ad na nagwo-work, do not make any changes. Kung magagawa ka ng may gusto kong baguhin doon sa existing ad na tumatakbo na, just duplicate the ad, yung same ad, just duplicate it and make the changes. Do not make any changes doon sa tumakbo na ad kasi may data na yun eh. Masisira yung data mo kapag ginalaw mo yung tumakbo na ad. Halimbawa, meron ka na existing ad na tumatakbo. Tapos naisip mo, ano kaya mangyayari pag pinalitan ko ng headline to? So, ganito lang gagawin nyo. Ganito gawin nyo. Halimbawa, sa leads testing, kunyari, yung seafarer ko na target audience, tapos may gusto akong baguhin dito. Halimbawa, gusto kong baguhin yung headline nito. Ito, yung sabi mo 2 taon ka lang diyan sa abroad. Gusto kong baguhin yan, wag mong babaguhin to doon sa kung nag-run na tong ad na to. Ang gawin mo is duplicate. Yan, duplicate mo lang. And then, lagyan mo lang ng markings to. Halimbawa, V2. Tapos, tingnan mo kung ano yung gusto mong baguhin dito. Halimbawa, yung headline, palitan mo ng, let's say, kabayan, invest ka na sa bagong bahay mo. Invest ka na sa bagong bahay. Yan, something like that. So, tapos i-publish mo para dalawa yung ad mo na tumatakbo. Isang original, isang ginawan mo ng pangalawang version, which is pinalitan mo yung headline. And that's it, publish. Para dalawang ad yung nagkokontrahan doon sa isang ad set. Make sense? Yun. Coach, last question. Do you mind frequency 2? Miss Chris, yung ad frequency sa top of the funnel, preferably wag siyang mag-overshoot ng 2x, preferably. Pero kahit mag-shoot ng 2x yon, kung nakukuha mo naman yung ROI na gusto mo, pabayaan mo yung frequency, doon ka mag-focus sa ROI. Okay, pero preferably, pag cold campaign, 2x and below. Pag warm campaign, you can go as high as 5x, 10x. Ako, may campaign ako ngayon, maabot ng 12x dun sa MOF. So, okay lang yun. Bombahin mo ng bombahin yung MOF mo na frequency, walang problema dun. For as long as nakukuha mo yung ROI na kailangan mo doon sa campaign na yun. Kahit na umabot pa ng 30x yung frequency mo, kung yung ROI mo nakukuha mo, okay lang yan. Miss Giselle, how about po pag mag-scale, dupe din ba, then add budget? Yes, Miss Giselle. So doon sa 100 pesos Facebook ad strategy framework na binigay ko sa inyo, yung testing campaign ko 100 pesos and then you duplicate it to another campaign and change the budget to 1,000 peso budget. Okay, Miss Tessa, paano yung existing ad coach kung nag-work duplicate mo? Paano yung existing ad? There are 2 ways on how you can be able to. I'm not sure kung paano yung question mo dito, Miss Tessa, but yung existing ad mo na nag-work, i-duplicate mo lang yon and increase the budget. Or kung tinatanong mo dito yung existing ad mo sa page, there are two ways kasi to publish your ad. Regular post used as an ad, and then dark post, meaning pag sinabi kong dark post, pinublish mo yung ad dun sa ads manager, dun mo ginawa diretso. Pag naka-dark post yun, pinublish mo diretso sa ads manager, hindi yun lalabas sa page mo. Pag binisita mo yung page mo, wala doon yun. Hindi mo yun makikita. Pero pag pinublish mo sa page mo, tapos ginawa mong ad, lalabas yun sa page mo, makikita mo yun. Naka-regular post yun, used as an ad. Paano mo malalaman na regular post yun ginamit sa ads? Simple lang, pag binisita mo yung page, halimbawa, bisitahin natin yung page ko, Digital Homey. Ayan o. So, ito, ni-regular post ko muna siya. Pinublish ko muna siya. Ito, 2 hours ago, nakapublish. So, wala pa siyang call to action dito sa baba. Mapapansin mo, na ginamit ko siya sa ads, hanap tayo dito sa baba. Ayan o. Ito, pag may nakita kang learn more, tapos merong link na pinupuntahan yon, ibig sabihin nito, pinublish ko muna siya as post, tapos ginamit ko siya as ad. Ito, hindi ko pa siya nagagamit. Ito, hindi ko pa nagagamit. Hindi ko pa nagagamit. Hindi ko pa nagagamit. Ito, ginamit ko na siya. Ayan. So, pinublish ko muna sa page ko. Ito yung regular post used as an ad. Lalabas sa page mo. Pero pag dark post, pinublish mo agad sa ads manager, hindi mo yun makikita dito sa page. Ayan o. Ibig sabihin nito, may 18 comments, 31 shares. Ginamit ko, pinublish ko muna sa page ko, tapos ginamit kong ad. Ito, ginamit ko na rin tong ad. Ito, ad. Kaya makita mo, may 33 comments, may 69 shares, kasi pinublish ko muna siya. Make sense? Double po ang payment pag mag-duplicate ng campaigns. Miss Marie, kung yung dati mong ad, yung existing ad set mo is 100 pesos yung budget no, pag dinuplicate mo yun, tapos kinargahan mo ng 1,000 peso budget, edi ang daily budget mo is 1,100 per day. Okay? Anong mas better, sir? Was this better? Dark or post muna? Okay, there are pros and cons kapag dark post. Kapag dark post kasi, kailangan mo pang pumunta sa Ads Manager or sa Meta Business Suite para lang replyan mo yung mga comments. Pero pag naka-regular post, kahit na ibisitahin mo lang yung page mo, tapos pwede mo ma-access agad, pwede mong ma-replyan agad. Or kung meron ka, basta makikita mo agad yung responses. Kasi ang kadalasan, pag sa dark post, nami-miss out yung comments kapalalo kung wala kang gamit na tools, kamukha nung mga auto-reply na tools, kamukha ng Webcake, Botcake, yung mga ganong tools, ManyChat, ganon. So, nami-miss out yung mga comments doon. Importante kasi na pampababa ng CPM yun kapag pag marami kang response or nagre-reply ka dun sa comment section, bumababa CPM mo. Kasi nare-recognize ni Facebook na yung itong ad na to is truly engaging. Marami nag-i-engage, so mas bababa yung CPM mo. Okay? In terms of results, depende kung maganda talaga yung ad mo, regardless man yan kung regular post or dark post, wala namang problema doon. Kung ano talaga yung response ng audience mo dun sa ad na yon, edi magpa-regular mo yan, magpa-dark post, pareho lang yon. Better lang kasi madali mo siyang ma-check dun sa page mo kung kumusta ba, may mga comments ba doon, kumusta ba yung madali mo siyang matrack. Paano ba mangyayari doon sa original version? Dinuplicate ko, i-off po ba yun? Depende, Ms. Tessa. Kapag ka nakukuha mo pa yung ROI na gusto mo doon sa original version, keep it. Pag hindi na, patayin mo na. Kasi may pinatay mo na yung test. Ibig sabihin nun, yung scaling mo na ang ano, susundin mo. Coach, paano malalaman kapag tapos na po yung learning phase? Kapag po ba nag-end na ang campaign? Hindi po. Kapag nag-exit na sa learning phase, kapag hindi na, pag kulay green na po siya, pag active na yung nakikita nyo. Pag active na yung ad set, hanap ako ng ano. Kapag active, tatlo kasi yan eh, isang learning limited, tsaka isang active. Pag active na yung ad set mo, kulay green na siya, as in green, nag-exit na sa learning phase yun. Pakita ko sa iyo yung ano. Pakita ko sa iyo yung example. Ito. Pag nakita mong ganito na siya, active, kulay green na buo. Kasi pag learning, para siyang green na ano eh, green na hindi solid na green. Tapos pag nag-learning limited yan, magkukulay orange. Ngayon, pag nag-exit na sa learning phase, magiging green na active na ganito. Mapapansin mo yan kasi 125 purchases na, ibig sabihin no, na nakompleto ko na yung 50 conversions. Kaya nag-exit na siya sa learning phase. Okay? Thank you so much guys for joining tonight. I hope may mga inputs kayo, may mga takeaways kayo tonight. And I'll see you tomorrow at exactly 7:30 p.m. You will get the recording doon sa dashboard nyo. You know where it is. Nag-send na kami ng ang tawag dito ng instructions on how you can be able to access your dashboard. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Pag-usapan natin yung metrics. What metrics are you going to anong tawag dito to monitor para alam mo kung ano yung mga metrics na ano na anong tawag dito na babantayan mo. Wait na lang po record. Yes, ipapasok ko to sa ano sa dashboard niyo. Salamat guys and I'll see you tomorrow 7:30 p.m. See you. Bye.